this other flight lived. Sydney airport for like 3 hours. I'll update more in detail later.
There you go, guys. You hear that noise? Look, I'll let you have it now. He's going to try to get that right. Now he's going to take it back to the water. Only get 5 minutes.
Caitlin, how you going, buddy?
About to jump out of a plane.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. I don't feel scared yet.
Not yet? I'll see what you can do about that. Don't forget to scream. Screaming is good for the video and a big smile too. Hey, enjoy the ride, mate. High five. Jump on the bus. Let's go skydiving.
Awesome, thank you.
How was it? You reckon it's not so scary?
No, it wasn't good.
And then,
First few seconds were, but after that it was so cute.
he's awesome, mate. Hey, thank you very much. See you later.
Thanks, bye. Hello everyone. I have to admit I've been being a terrible vlogger over the past week or so. So there's a lot to catch you up on. I haven't sat down and talked to you guys in a long time. So today is our second day at uni in the Gold Coast at Bond, and late Tuesday night and went to a meeting and then went to go pick up all of our luggage and stuff, and then got checked into housing and kind of just didn't really do a whole lot that night. And then yesterday we had more O meetings. We went to the stores. We went to the stores the first night we were here too, actually. But yeah, more O meetings, went to the stores and came back, had dinner, got our Go cards, which are like the bus and train system cards. We went and got those last night. And then today, I got up, talked to my family on the phone for a little bit, and went back to the stores to get more stuff. So last night when we went to the stores, our program provider, Teen, they're the program that I'm here through, they got us Ubers and brought us to the shopping center. They bought towels for us and stuff because we didn't have towels at our accommodation. But then we had a time limit, so I couldn't get everything I needed last night, / just didn't have enough time to wander around and figure out what kind of things would be good for easy meals. So we went back today and got a little bit more stuff. So I'll show you what I got today, and then I'll give you a little tour of our room, and then I have stories from the past week for you. So I got stuff to make wraps this is from Kohl's. This is my Woolworths bag from the other night, but just actually from Kohl's. So spinach, I got protein bars because I go through a lot of those. I eat those as my fuel before I run. I got this box of breakfast bar things. I'm hoping they're gonna kind of be the Nature's Bakery bar stuff, or a Fig Newton somewhere, something like that. Just to have as a snack. I probably won't even eat them for breakfast, but it's a good snack. And then bananas. I got, well, these are the wraps I got. They're whole grain. I'm a big whole grain girl. I don't think applesauce is a thing here, but if you know me, you know that applesauce is my absolute most favorite comfort food. So this was in with the pie fillings, and it says it's applesauce. Each one of these was $2. So I mean, that's not terrible, but it's not a lot of applesauce. So I might have to not have applesauce for a while, but I just needed something easy and familiar and fruit. So anyways, applesauce, the Australian version, I guess. And then I got deli chicken breast meat for the wraps, and pesto also for the wraps. So I'm really excited about those. I'm texting my mom and asking her about what to get. In my head, she was like, you should get pesto. And I was like, wait, then I could do wraps, and it all just clicked. So that's what we're gonna do, is pesto chicken wraps. Then I also got a charger for my laptop because I lost mine right before I came and just could not find it anywhere. So I got a new one, but that's fine because this one will then have the Australian wall adapter. That's fine. So I can get my computer plugged in and charging. We have another trip this weekend with our provider. We're going to an island, and I think there's a surfing lesson included, and I paid extra to do sandboarding, just where you slide down a big sand dune on what looks kind of like a snowboard. So that should be fun, but it's a little bit overwhelming to think about packing stuff up and traveling again this weekend. We have to bring our own food, so I'm definitely gonna take like some of this stuff with me. Anyways, let me get this all put away, and then I'm gonna sit down and eat lunch and kind of catch you guys up on what I've been up to for the past 5 days and how my travel day went. So, little story time. Actually, let me go grab my water. Let's catch up on everything I've done since my last vlog. So I filmed the intro and outro to my last vlog while I was stuck in the Sydney airport. So if you don't know already, my original flight that I booked months ago got canceled 2 days before I left. I had to get rebooked on my flight to Australia and my connecting flight within the country once I was here. So that basically meant I went from having 3 hours in between my 2 flights to having 1. And then my flight from Australia was delayed boarding because the crew didn't show up on time. And we were delayed in the air by air traffic control for 20 minutes. And then we're delayed in deboarding the plane once we arrived in Australia because something had happened in the middle of the night and they had to call the airport police. They like came over the loudspeakers and they're like, apologies for the delay, due to like some things that happened the latter part of our flight. Like we did have to call the airport police, which I remember waking up. I like slept for the first 7 hours of my flight, but I remember like waking up and like hearing someone like yelling and screaming and being like, this is my seat, and then like start crying. But I was like too tired to like really register what was going on, and then I fell back asleep. So I'm wondering if it had something to do with that. So, and then I'm like towards the middle of the plane anyway, so it's gonna take me a while to get off this like giant like airplane that I've been on for 15 hours. By the time I get off, it's like 8:55 and my next flight starts boarding at 9:25. So then I like have to go collect my luggage and recheck it before I can board my next flight. So I like start going to baggage claim, but then before you can get to baggage claim, you have to go through passport control. So like I'm standing in this super long queue to have my like face scanned and my passport read, which then gives you like this little yellow ticket, which I guess is like their version of going through passport control. So I wait in a super long line to do that. Then I go get my bags. So I was like standing at the wrong carousel. Then I like realized I was at the wrong one. Was wandering around looking for mine. Took me forever to find it. So I finally find my carousel, get my bags. I go and I like am trying to like clear customs. Apparently I missed something where I'm supposed to have like this little orange piece of paper, which I saw them handing them out to other people on the flight, and they literally handed them to the people next to me, but I didn't get one. And so then I assumed it was just because I didn't have anything that I needed to declare at customs, and like the other people had asked for them because they did have things to declare. Turns out everyone needed one. So then I had to get shunted through these other lines to go fill out this little orange piece of paper, and then I hand it to someone and he's like, I'm like, where do I go from here? Like I got sent over here because I didn't have this piece of paper. And he like just looks at it and he takes my little yellow thing and he's like, I keep these. And he lets me out. He's like, do you have anything to declare? And I was like, prescription medication. And he was like, that's it. And he's like, you don't know your address? And I was like, no, I'm a study abroad student. Like, I don't know my address yet. He lets me go. So that was how I cleared customs. And then I like have my big, huge bag, my checked bag, which ended up being very overweight. It was like almost 70 pounds, which is crazy. So I have that bag. I'm like hauling it all around. I cannot get it on the escalator, so I'm having to wait for an elevator at everything. So I take the elevator down to a train station, down to a train platform, take a train to the domestic terminal, 2 elevators up to the terminal, and I like go and try and print my like tag at the kiosk to recheck my checked bag. It won't let me because my flight is currently boarding. So I maybe could have made my flight, but then I'm like trying to find a person from Qantas, which is the airline I'm supposed to be flying, to like help me. Like, what do I do if they won't let me like check in, like whatever. So I get stuck in this long line, and at this point, like everyone keeps asking me like what I'm in the line for, like the staff do. I just keep saying I've missed my flight, because at that point I pretty much had. I should have said I'm going to miss my flight, because I think they would have like had a little bit more urgency and like helped me, and I might could have made my flight. So I'm waiting in this line to like talk to the Qantas service desk, and it's taking forever. There's only like 3 people working. So then I get a notification that my flight is boarding. So I look, they've rebooked me onto another flight with a smaller airline that Qantas owns, and it's currently boarding. So because I didn't know that they would automatically rebook me, or that they had put me on a different flight, I didn't get any notification about being on that flight until it was boarding. And at that point I'm like second in line. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just ask this lady about this flight, like make sure like that I'm actually on it, like if I can make it, all this stuff. And at this point it's like 10 something, like that flight was supposed to leave at 10:40, so it had to be like 10:20. So that tells you how long I've been waiting in this line. So then I get up there and she's like, oh, that's like with a different airline, like you need to go across the road, like that's where that airline is, like hurry, haul my suitcase around this big concrete loop to go to like the other side of this 4-lane road where the terminal for Jetstar, the other airline, is. So I get over there and I'm supposed to be leaving for Cairns, and I'm like so tired, on the verge of tears at this point, like so frustrated because I know I'm about to miss this other flight that they've already rebooked me on. This line, they have me go talk to this lady. She's so nice, so helpful. She like calls Qantas. She's like, why did you put this girl on this flight? Like, why didn't you tell her anything? I need to get her on a different flight. So I did end up missing then the second flight of that day, which was the one they had rebooked me on because it was currently boarding. And she's like, no, you're not gonna make that. So I was like, okay. And she's like, we're gonna put you on the one at 3. She like got it all sorted. She like made sure that they like had my like big heavy bag on the plane without any problems. And then she would like brought me behind this little counter because she could like see that I was upset. And she like let me just sit while she sorted it all out. I was able to like change my clothes, get a coffee, get a pastry, and just sit for a while. And that's what I did. I just sat, and then I edited my last vlog and filmed the intro and outro for that. And just hung out, called my mom, all this stuff. So it was just a crazy day. And then I was able to check in for that other flight and get on that one that was at 3. And the people that were next to me on the flight that I was coming from, the same thing happened to them. Like they also ended up on that 3 o'clock flight. Then I fly to Cairns, and then I have to Uber myself because I've missed the bus and I've missed the first night of orientation. So I just Uber checked myself in. However, my roommate's not home, so I was just like, I just showered and got ready for bed. Everything before that was pretty much fine. Started traveling at 11 on Wednesday. Moved to Chicago, like stopped and ate lunch, and honestly like we left really early. Like I gave myself a lot of time. I like check in for my flight, get my baggage, pay my overweight fee because my first flight was with Southwest and it wasn't on the same ticket as my other flights. I goodbye to my parents and stuff, which I honestly could have stayed and hung out with them for a while because I was just like cleared security in no time and was just like sitting around waiting on the other side of the gate. So, but I think I just had like nervous jitters and I was like ready to like get going, and like a long travel day started. I was fine with my first flight. A bunch of girls from St. Mary's College. It was like their whole soccer team was flying on my same flight, so I was just like sitting next to 2 of them. It was pretty nice. It's a good flight. The captain did not turn the seatbelt sign off for like for a full hour before he finally turned it off. I was like, bro, I need to like get up and pee, like please turn the seatbelt sign off. And then I had a long layover in the Los Angeles airport, so I got in at 7, just like in the terminal for a long time, got myself dinner and just like sat, hung out, was on my phone, didn't do a whole lot. Flight boarded at 1:45 p.m. LA time, which is like almost 3 in the morning Eastern time. I was like tired, I was beat getting on this plane, but then I'm like on a window seat and there's like a married couple in the middle and aisle, so it's like him, her, me, and this plane. I like literally just put on my like little compression socks, braided my hair, and I like don't even remember takeoff. Like just like fell asleep, conked out. I don't think I realized how tired I was. I slept for like 5 hours, woke up a little bit, went back to sleep, slept for like 3 more. I slept through dinner, I realized later on in the flight. So I was like absolutely starving by the time they served breakfast that morning. But yeah, I just like woke up, I went and did like my skincare in the bathroom, like read my Bible, journaled, and then just watched Friends until they served breakfast, and then watched more Friends until we landed. I just like kind of felt trapped because I was like sitting next to this married couple and they're like kissing and stuff, and a nuisance when I like asked them to get up, so I like didn't get up much during that flight, like once or twice for that whole flight. It was like 14, almost 15 hours, and it was longer because we got delayed in the air. So that's my travel day. It ended up being just like really long, 36 hours. Actually ended up closer to 42 with all the delays and stuff. Okay, now that I've yapped your ears off, it's time for a room tour. Okay, this is what it looks like when you first walk in. Bathroom's over here. Storage kitchenette is over here. Beautiful. This is my closet. Got my laundry stuff, hanging organizer, backpack, dirty laundry. I need to do laundry today. This is our pantry, my shelf, Emily's shelf, our fridge. Got a little bulletin board over here, door. We have a full-length mirror on this door, which is kind of nice. Okay, here's the fit. Overalls are Gap, but they're thrifted. Tank top is Old Navy, but from Plato's. Chacos. Hair clip is Target, I think. It was a gift. Anyways, so this is our little bathroom. We have a shower. Got a bath mat at Kmart. Guys, I freaking love Kmart. It's amazing. Towels. This is my side with all my stuff in it. She's pretty nice. She's cozy, but at least we got our own bathroom. That's a plus for sure. And if we come out here, this is M's side. This is my side. These are all prints I had up in my my sophomore year dorm, so my dorm last year. Got this little lamp, also from Kmart. She's amazing. My jewelry, hand creams, my bed. It's my blanket I brought from home. This, fun fact, was a rug in my freshman year dorm, a throw in my sophomore year dorm, and now it's on my bed, my junior year dorm, which is crazy. I got this duvet and duvet cover from Kmart because it is freezing in our room. Kid you not, it's been 16 or 17 degrees Celsius, which is like 60 to like 62 degrees Fahrenheit since we got here. Like, our room is an actual fridge, and there's supposed to be someone coming to fix this little guy, but haven't shown up yet, so we'll see how that goes. Yes, this is my side of the room. Plenty of storage, my little nightstand, all of my shoes I'm keeping under here, so that's nice. More storage for like clothes and stuff. This is my desk. These are prints from, they were on a thing in my room at home before I switched rooms. So these are little postcards that people have sent me, Pinterest. Got like my notebooks, my Bible. My dad found this at the thrift store. Isn't that sick? It's like such a nice Hope hat, and it was just like at the thrift store by our house. We got my books, my laptop, my iPad. Got my little list from Campus Men, if you know, you know. And then up here is my giant suitcase. And then they have like nice desk chairs. They're not just like the crappy ones like we have at Hope. And then this might be the best part. Oh, it's so much nicer out here. It's like nice and warm. But this is our balcony. We share it with the girls next door. And it's our view. This is the pool. And the sports center right over there. So we're like very conveniently located. Yes. This is my little home away from home for the next 3.5 months. So, yeah, I love it. It's cute. Cracked open the planner already because I have a few things I need to get done. I just want to be organized. I think I'm gonna get ready and go on a run. I haven't run in a hot second, but there's a beach that's a little over 2 miles away from here that I want to go check out. So I think I'm gonna try and run there and run back. We'll see how it goes. But that's my plan for the afternoon. And then there's like this party that the whole university is going to at the pub on campus tonight. So that should be really fun, and I'm excited to go and like meet new people, just go have a good time, have some fun. That's the plans for the rest of the day. I'll like debrief orientation with you guys at some point later, but just know it was super cool. I'll talk about Hello everyone. I only got a few minutes because my roommate's just gone up to grab her laundry from the laundry room, and I'm still not quite ready to vlog with another person in the room, if I'm honest. This week's vlog been a little bit PC, but it's honestly just because they kept us so busy for both the orientation in Cairns with my program and the orientation here at my host uni, which is Bond. So we had 5 days in Cairns. We did a lot of really cool stuff. We snorkeled the Great Barrier Reef, which I'd never snorkeled before, so I like kind of took it easy and like figured out how to snorkel and do all of that. But it was so cool, and I got some amazing footage, which you will have seen earlier in this video. I skydove. Oh my gosh. Skydove? I don't know. But it was so fun. I was terrified for the first few seconds. I like couldn't open my eyes. I was screaming. But then I did, and I realized I was fine. And it was just the coolest, most weird feeling ever. And I loved it. And then after you opened the chute, it was still super cool to just like be floating with nothing but this piece of fabric and just have this amazing view of this beautiful bay of Cairns. It was super cool. Australia is just super beautiful. And then we also had an Aboriginal river tour. We saw some crocs. We watched a guy do like a little cage fight with a croc. It was just so many super cool things. I petted a kangaroo. Saw koalas. A lot of bucket list things in Cairns. It was a little bit exhausting, and I did get a little bit sick, so definitely not like picture perfect, but nothing in life is ever gonna be, right? So just keep the good memories and be grateful for all the really awesome things I got to do, and not let the not so great parts keep me down. And then we got here, and so far I've loved it here at Bond. I like our dorm. I'm settling in really well. We just had a few odd meetings for things. We had a party the other night at the on-campus pub, and I met like a few girls, and I'm hanging out with some of them next week from Sweden, one girl from Japan, another American. Met some other Americans who are here studying abroad as well. So I'm just looking forward to making new friends and building new connections and settling into uni life here in Australia. Next week's vlog is going to be like a first week of classes kind of vlog. And I think I'm going to try and switch things up from week to week and maybe do like a day in the life or who knows what else. Different kinds of videos. Just keep it fun for me filming and for keeping everyone up to date on what I'm doing and what life is like here in Australia. So yeah, super grateful for both those orientations. Lots of cool experiences. Lots of bus time and flights. And then this past weekend, we were actually on an excursion at Brook Island, which if I have any footage of that, I'm not sure if I do. Insert it here. Super cool, so beautiful. One of my favorite things we've done so far. Just unreal how pretty it was. We saw a dolphin up super close, sea turtles from far away, swam in this beautiful bay, walked this amazing like nature walk, saw like koalas just hanging out in trees, kangaroos on the side of the road, just like very quintessentially Australian experience. And I met some awesome girls from the University of Queensland. So I think we're gonna go up to Brisbane and visit them at some point, or they're gonna come here and maybe like hike and stuff with us. So definitely one of my favorite things that we've done so far. And like I said, just unreal how pretty it was and just how beautiful it was. Constantly amazed at God's creation, especially here in Australia. That's where I'm gonna end things off for this week. Thanks for sticking with this kind of a PC mixed together vlog of just a little bit of everything. And it's a wrap on first 10 days in Australia.